Okay, so last video I installed all my software and I downloaded the reports folder. So you'll notice the reports folder has these different items in it. This is a generator guide which will guide you through this whole process. And then these folders. Now some of these folders are empty. The completed and the student folders, these are where your reports will go. You will enter your information in the grade sheet. So I'm actually going to open that up now. And it'll look like this. So down here at the bottom, you'll see different sheets. And so you have 5 classes, but if you need to add more, you can just hit the plus. And if you need to delete that or delete any, that's fine too. You're going to have certain codes down here. So for example, this is XX0, XX1, XX2. What you're going to need to do is to define sort of a short name, just a couple letters or so, about what class you want. So let's say I have a chemistry class. I'm going to put chem and the period that I teach it. So this is class, I don't know, 3. And then down here, I'm going to do the exact same thing. This is going to be chem 7. And then we can change the rest of these. I'm only going to do these first 2 as an example. So in Chem 3, in this first value here underneath last name for underneath XX, I'm going to put the full name of the class. So this is chemistry. Let's make it honors. So honors chemistry, and this number should match the one at the bottom. So this says honors chemistry class 3. This should be Chem 3. And same for here. So this is going to be honors chemistry class 7. And that's all you need to do for the initial setup here. Now, if we go back to here, you're going to see this student folders folder. Inside student folders, you're going to want to create a folder for each section. So here I have Chem 3. I'm going to make a new folder and I'm going to call it Chem 3. Whoops. Chem 3. I'm going to make another folder for Chem 7. It is important that whichever name you have for your spreadsheet, so Chem 3, Chem 7, it must be identical to your folder, including uppercase, lowercase. So if you make this all lowercase, these folders must also be lowercase. So inside, I now have this. Now, inside these spreadsheets, you're going to want to fill out your roster. So I'm going to put a few students for each. So I'm going to put just a few names there. So there are some names in Chem 3, and then I'll put some others into Chem 7. All right, so 3 students in each class. Actually, let's make the numbers a little bit even. So 4 students in this class. So what you need to do now is in each class folder that you created. So this is Chem 3 in the spreadsheet. I'm going to need to make a folder for each student. So this is Mary Jones. So I'm going to call this Jones _ Mary. And I'm going to do this for each student in my spreadsheet. Now, if, let's say I make this and I'm writing the report and then halfway through the semester I get a brand new student, I will have to make a new folder. So everybody listed on here must have a folder. Now, if they don't have or if they drop out, then you can remove them from a spreadsheet. You don't necessarily have to remove the folder. The folder can exist without a name of the spreadsheet. So I can put some other stuff in here and that's fine. And also, I haven't tested this, but you could add some names to here that don't have folders, and then just leave their total points blank. But if you try to enter in a score, so let's say I have Todd Lincoln, I put a 6 out of 10 on a test or something, and I don't have a folder here, the program will not run. All right, so now I did class 7, so there are my folders. Or I did class 3, I'm going to do class 7. Now, as you enter in these, it's important that your names match exactly. So notice I'm putting Johnson Frank, not Johnson Francis. For this guy, Yancey LeClaire, notice capitalization matters. So if I just did not capitalize this C in LeClaire, the program would not run. You must match everything perfectly. Most of the time, when there is an error, it's because something has been typed in incorrectly. All right, and that is how we set this up, and that's how we run it. So this is just a quick example, and you could do this for multiple classes as well. When I generate reports, they're going to file into each of these folders. So in the next video, I'll actually run a report and show you how to do that.